I'm now going to call upon the representative of Nation of Hawaii seated in nameplate 42, Indigenous Peoples Organization.
Aloha, Madam Chair, Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, NRIP members, and all delegations. We ground our position in U.S. Public Law 103-150, which acknowledges the illegal overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom and affirms that our Hawaiian national sovereignty was never relinquished. Almost 33 years later, Hawaii remains unaddressed within formal United Nations processes as an active case of unresolved decolonization. Since our last engagement with the UNPFII in 2023, the nation of Hawaii continues to operate as an independent indigenous sovereign government. At our sovereign land base, Pu'uhonua o Waimanalo, the nation of Hawaii engages in Ahupua'a-based restoration through Aina Days, where community members help with restoring ancient lo'i, taro patch, and agroforestry, and collaboration with Go Farm Hawaii and other organizations to strengthen local food systems. This work restores our relationship to land, water, and one another through our own systems of stewardship. We are advancing local economic development through community markets and makeke on our sovereign lands, restoring indigenous systems of exchange, grounded in reciprocity and aloha. In parallel, we continue to build international relationships with other indigenous nations through diplomacy and peace and friendship treaties, and also with governments and businesses in Southeast Asia. At the same time, we are building indigenous-controlled systems that support our government and economy, ensuring that sovereignty extends into the digital environments shaping our futures. The systems are not separate. They are a continuation of how we have always governed. The fires in Lāhainā, recent Kona Low storm flooding events, and ongoing environmental and climate pressures continue to expose the limitations of state systems to protect our peoples, land, and water resources. These are not isolated events. They reflect systemic vulnerability where indigenous governance has been displaced. What we are witnessing is not only environmental change, but the result of long-term disruption to our land, water, culture, and ways of knowing. What we are witnessing, our question for the Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples and NRIP members are, what pathways exist within your mandates to formally engage with indigenous sovereign governments such as the nation of Hawaii in cases where our sovereignty is acknowledged yet unresolved due to the failure of our member state to engage in formal Hawaiian sovereignty resolution negotiations? And how can we initiate a direct dialogue, responsive reporting, and or a visit to Hawaii by the Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples and the NRIP? Mahalo nui.
I thank the representative of the Nation of Hawaii. I now